Welcome to the Giant TCR Advance. This is the latest review on YouTube for the Giant Advance. It's a climbing bike. It is a climbing bike. We've got some clips in this video. We've got some indie pack stuff. Stay tuned. Watch the whole lot. We'll do a full review. And this is not sponsored. Gave the bike back. And definitely rides well, but it's definitely racy. Very, 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 very racy. Check it out. This is indie pack spec. It's where we sleep in indie pack. Find a sofa for the Nullarbor, watch some TV. Who the fuck's watching TV? Get on your bike and let's fucking roll.
Yeah, action.
So with the Giant TCR, how does it go? There's definitely a bike that inspires you to do EPO. I think Giant's going to face a class action lawsuit for people getting on the gear. People doing blood bags. There'll be 50-year-olds getting blood bags with their fucking greyhound blood. Figs will be selling the blood. So people can ride these bikes. Anyway, it's a great bike. I mean, Giant do make the best carbon bikes, in my opinion. No, not in my opinion, in my experience of riding so many carbon bikes in the last 20 years. First carbon bike I rode was a Giant CFR back in '98. And they just make the best quality carbon. And the test ride then decide this Overdrive 2 steerer works so good. It's just unbelievable. But not sponsored by Giant. It's a demo bike. You're back to Giant Adelaide tomorrow. Would I buy one? It's probably a little bit harsh for my riding style. It's very, very racy. This is a Strava killer. I've already got a Strava killer bike in the TCR. The wheel set's really good. I mean, these are stiffer than my lightweights in terms of power transfer. So they've got DT twist internals there. So the wheel set's legit. I mean, most carbon wheel sets are shit. The braking doesn't work. I haven't done anything in the wet, but in the dry, they feel like alloy clinches, almost. Probably about 90% as good as alloy clinches. And the tubeless tyres, they feel pretty hardcore, like harsh, but it's a bike where you feel every little bit of a bump. So there you go. That's the TCR. A bit of a slow, I was slow to do this review, but it's definitely a nice bike. I'll get the disc brake bike and we'll give it a run as well. The TCR Advanced Disc, which is a little bit heavier than this one. You got any questions? Let us know below. Thanks. Good girl, Pixie. Sit down, little things. Thanks. Good girl.
Drive is coming up here, we're nuts.
So Green Hill Road's a bit sketchy.
Wow. Literally truck and trailer, he's just going full gas.
Yeah, up Green Hill.
Yeah. I was like, what's a truck doing on this road?
He's probably lost.
Crazy, man.
He's probably on the freeway and he fucking got angry he wasn't. So Rhino Beetle's just come through Adelaide. He sorted out his little knee. He saw the Beetle expert and got it sorted.
Very, very good Beetle expert.
So we're out with today, we're doing a little bit of a hills loop. We're out with Tori, she's on the Yamonda ALR. Got a new little Lezine and super advanced GPS, 24-hour battery time, great Garmin alternative. So we're going to have a bit of a wall here. Tori's in a 34, 32. I'm in this bike didn't come with easy enough gearing. It's a climbing bike. If I bought this Giant, I'd put climbing gears on it straight away. It definitely deserves it. It's super light, it's super stiff. It's ready for EPO. It's just ready to launch. I mean, it's a bike that's going to inspire you to take EPO. It is definitely race pedigree. It's not definitely, didn't really find it that comfortable. It's a bike you want to race on. If you want to do A-grade crits or NRS or, this is a professional level bike, there's no doubt about it. You can put 25mm tyres on there, run a lower PSI if you want a bit more comfort. But for me, it's definitely more of a race. It's just ready to launch. It's not a sort of bike I'd really want to ride indie pack on. It's a bike that will wake you up. If you're tired, it'll wake you up because you'll feel the road really well. It's an incredibly well descending bike. It descends so well. I just found it very, very rigid, and probably the wheel set and the tyres help with that, but a good bike. TCR goes good. This is a good addition. It's definitely a bike that inspires you to fucking take EPO. It's twitchy in a good way, descends really well. Even the lightweight wheels is pretty good. And TCR fans. And it's just a great bike. It's a bit harsher than my ISP old school TCR, but that could be because of the tyres and wheels. We don't really know that. So it's definitely, is it indie pack ready? Put bigger tyres on there, let the air out. It's indie.
Yeah, when I finished my biology test, I went over to Treadley and saw them.
Let's have a look at the bike close up. So it's Giant's Carbon. They make their own carbon. They don't get anyone else to make it. They make their own carbon bikes. Giant do make carbon bikes for Colnago, Trek, Specialized, etc. on occasion. So they know how to make bikes. The wheel set was really good. I didn't get to ride it in the wet. I'd probably say most carbon's pretty shit in the wet in terms of brakes, caliper brakes. But it definitely feels like a nice wheel set for summer use or for dry road usage. Any carbon wheel set I don't recommend in the wet unless it's disc, but it definitely was a legit wheel set, like legit wheel set. Durability, I don't know, I did one ride on it, but it felt pretty good. And the hubs, standard spokes as well. The Ultegra Group set, we know that works, a 6800. I'd slap a 32 cassette on this bad boy straight away, it'll work with that derailleur. You can run tubeless ready. I've never really run tubeless on the road. Mountain bike, I love it. Road, not much experience with it. I've got so many tyres I've got to wear through before I get in tubeless ones. Ultegra cranks. It's not even a 5034. This bike is definitely a climbing bike. I just put my XCR pedals on there. I put a 5034 on this. It's a climbing bike. It deserves climbing gears. Seat posts, I like the seat posts. Easy to adjust up and down. The ISP is a bit of a pain in the bum if you want to do a bit of modifications. But ISP is very comfortable, so give what you can take. The frame, the Overdrive 2 steer is great. Overdrive is great as well. 1 or 2, they both work. It's a full carbon steer, so be careful with that. Use the torque wrench, please. And that's the advanced frame, and this is the advanced Pro model, which means it's got a carbon steer. The forks felt pretty good, and the hubs rolled really well. Pretty sure the DT Swiss internals. The front fork a little bit tight there. It would fit a 28 on a skinny rim, but it wouldn't fit my 28mm on my Envies. So that was a bit of a negative one there, but definitely it's a UCI Proof Frame. Definitely race, like I keep saying before, it's race ready, it's EPO ready, it's just ready to launch. If you get dropped in this bike, it isn't because of the bike's fault. I'm assuming you've got the proper gearing on there. I definitely put this bike, it's a climbing bike, a 32 belongs in it. And just steep bergs. The brakes work good. Actually, the 105 brakes have more clearance than the Ultegra. The 105 5800 have more clearance than the Ultegra 6700. So maybe that could help with some wider clearance. My critique of this bike, I would prefer if it could have wider tyres on there and come stock with a 50, 34, 32. That would be my critique. The seat, I like the seat, but seat's personal. That's my only critique, is increase the clearance for fatter tyres and put climbing gears on this bike, because it's a climber. I've raced A-grade crits, never got dropped with a 5011. So definitely, that's my only fault. I like the bike, worked good. Any comments down below? Let me know. Beautiful Adelaide, loving it.